Hello everyone, welcome. Today we are back in Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. It's been forever. Oh my gosh, let's dive right in. Oh, game is a little bit loud. Let me adjust this just a second. Dial this back just a little. There we go. How is everybody doing today? We got a couple of vehicles we purchased at the end of the previous time we streamed the game. Got two of these here. There's another one in the actual garage area as well. And oh yeah, I'm looking forward to taking these and making them absolutely beautiful. Yes. I want to make sure, let's double check real quick, make sure we don't have any. We do have an upgrade. We do have an upgrade available. We can't level up anything yet. We're not level 35. Okay, cool. That's good to know. Alright, so first things first, we have two vehicles here. We have the beautiful Chieftain Bandit. Very, very nice. And then of course we have the wonderful Bolt Hellcat Drag Racer. This one's gonna be really, really fun. This is the V8 2-carb valve supercharged. So that's a whole bunch of different engines there. We do have the supercharged version. This one we might actually fully upgrade. I think this one we're gonna want to fully upgrade. That's what I want to do anyway. But this one we might kind of do a standard restoration on. It's missing some of its stuff. We're gonna do this one first. We're gonna move it to the lifter, and it's in it's in some rough shape. It's seen better days, but this thing is gonna look amazing once it's all nice and rebuilt. Oh yeah. All right. So let's get the. We don't want the battery charger. Oh, where is? We do want you over there. Nope. No. I'm getting used to the controls again. And where everything is. Car lift to A. There we go. Oh, where's the cleaning tools? There you are. Move equipment. Car lift to A. There we go. You can kind of begin getting some of this stuff all nice and sorted. There we go. Let's get the frame all nice and sorted. The interior all super, super clean. Alright, now let's get to work. This thing. Yes. Yes. The body itself is in okay-ish condition. It looks like. We don't quite have the ability to repair a lot of this stuff. On the actual the body panels and everything, those are gonna need to be replaced and repainted. That is okay. This thing is in great. It's in decent shape though, surprisingly. So hopefully we'll be able to kind of repair and restore a lot of this stuff back here. I think that would be very, very nice. Obviously the shock absorbers we're gonna need to get going. Get these spring U-bolts out. Very, very simplistic rear suspension because it is an old American pony car. Not a whole lot here. Very, very simple. And this is all good. All good in the hood. All good under the hood. That's what I should title a stream. There we go. Let's get this all out of here. And we can remove the drive shaft. Drive shaft's gonna be one of the things that's it's gonna take a while for it to get put back in. But that's okay. Let's get this side out of here as well. Boop, 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 boop. Nice. Yeah, this thing. I can't wait to see what this looks like, you know, fully restored. I love my GM cars. All of them really, really nice. I mean, I love cars in general. I love cars in general, but I do have a soft spot for a bunch of like the GM stuff, just because so many people in my family have had GM vehicles over the years, so it's basically been kind of, you know, it's basically kind of the you know, of the American big three. My family has definitely been a little bit more of a GM family. That being said, I like cars. Oh, I heard a crunch. I heard a crunch. We are restoring most of them though, which is good. Oh, that is very, very nice. Okay. So first things first, let's go to the part mounts. Let's get this all... Right, we need a fuel tank. We need a fuel tank. Right, whole bunch of stuff. There we go, let's get this fuel tank in there. Get the restored fuel pump in there. Beautiful. Yes. Exactly what we want here. I think we're gonna need two... No, okay, good. Both leaf springs are good. Both leaf spring plates are good. We do need one leaf spring U-bolt though, so we'll get that in just a second. We're also gonna need two rear shock absorber Bs, because those are non-serviceable components. So rear shock absorber B, bravo. There we go. Boop-a-doop. Okay, yeah, we managed to restore most of this stuff, which is good. We're gonna need two small rubber bushings. We're gonna need 4 small rubber bushings. What are you talking about, Isaac? 2 on each side. Get this all nice and put in there. Look at that. It is all nice and shiny. It is in good shape. Oh my gosh. We do need to replace both the solid drive axles though. That is something we're gonna need to do. That's fine. We can get to that in just a second. In the meantime, zoom out please. In the meantime, let's try to get as many of the other things on as possible. Super simplistic at the start. At the start of the restoration, not much going on with the rear suspension of these vehicles. They were built to go fast in a straight line, and not much else. But that's what we love about our muscle cars. That's what we love about our American V8 powered vehicles, the classic stuff. They did not care. They want to go fast in a straight line. We're gonna go fast in a straight line. And yes. Okay, we're gonna need 2 drum wheel cylinders as well. Well, 1 drum wheel cylinder. But first things first. Axle. There we go. 2 of you. And let's go to the brakes. And we need, where are you? 1 of you. There we go. Perfect. Get this all nice and put on there. Oop. Going in a stir pattern. Make sure we get everything all nice and put on. And we're gonna need 2 drums. So the drums themselves are not serviceable. The shoes surprisingly are, despite the fact that they are a wearable friction component. But I guess that's something we're just gonna need to kind of overlook ever so silly. A slight deviation from the real world. Let's get this on there. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, this is coming together very, very nicely. Alright, let's check our inventory real quick. So, where's a pen? I need a pen to write this down because there's a bunch of numbers here for the rears. And it is 205, 75, R14, ET0. Got it. Alright, and what we can do is we can then go back to the home, purchase some tires. And is it the vintage tire or the vintage race tire that we have on here? That is a good question. It is the red wind. Okay, got it. So I think, yeah, RF good wind, these ones. So it is the vintage tire, the standard vintage tire. I'm gonna want 2 of you. Size 14. Width 205. Profile 75. So they are thick, meaty tires. Not the best grip, but thick tires nonetheless. And then we're gonna want the rim shop and widths. It was the rim retro 7. Got it. We're gonna kind of go for a more OEM look here. Rim retro 07. There we go. 2 of you. Size 14. There we go. Nice. We could go for larger rims on there, but we don't want that just yet. I kind of want the this one's gonna be more of a standard restoration. The other one, the drag. This one's gonna be fully tuned. I want to do that one. I'm gonna balance you. I'm gonna install another set of rims here. There we go. Make sure they're all set at the proper PSI. All of that stuff. Thank you. There we go. Hi there. Oop. There we go. And this, with this, the rear suspension of the car is now going to be pretty much fully restored, which is nice. And then we're going to be working on rebuilding the engine, getting that all nice and worked on. Let's get you on there and zoom out just a little bit. And when installing wheels and tires, you always want to make sure you install the bolts in a star pattern. Boop, boop. That way it's all nice and evenly torqued. All right, let's lower this down. Get the hood out. Oh wait, no, hang on. What else? We need to remove the transmission here. And we also need to remove the front exhaust section. There we go. And now we can get the engine out, which is exactly what we need to do. Oh man, this thing, it's missing some parts already, but that's okay. We're gonna take, nope. There we go. Carry the engine. All right. There we go. And oh boy, yeah, it's the engine's in rough shape. We're gonna have to. Is it missing? It is. It's missing a good chunk of the lower section, so it's missing the oil pan. So this thing sat without oil for a very, very long time. So that's good to know. All right, let's get this all out of here. Begin removing the upper level components. It does have the dual 4-barrel carburetors. Total of 8 barrels on this thing. Yes. Come on, get out of there. There we go. It's so relaxing taking this thing all apart as well. It's almost therapeutic. You just get into a rhythm. Gradually just taking it apart piece by piece. You take everything to the workbench. You get it all removed. Get this this cylinder bank all nice and disassembled. The exhaust manifold out there as well. Then we'll move on to the right side as well. Afterwards, get that all nice and disassembled. Then we'll begin removing the accessories from the front, and then finally getting all the pistons and all the other stuff out of there as well. And there's a lot of little tiny fiddly things, a lot of little tiny moving parts in an engine. Very, very mechanically complex. Very, very cool. And they've only gotten better. It's crazy to think that, you know, back during the 60s and 70s, an engine this size was only really good for about, you know, 300-ish, maybe occasionally up to 400-ish horsepower. Whereas an engine nowadays, you know, it's making, you know, 500 to 700 horsepower with all the forced induction and the, you know, the fuel injection and everything. It is crazy the amount of power that modern engines make. But these old engines though were still very, very respectable, very, very, very nice. We got that beautiful sound as well. The low, lumpy, throaty V8s. Yes. I quite like these. To be fair, I love most engines. Engines are so cool. Get this assembled as well. All of these little rocker arms, because we have one central camshaft that controls all of these all of these push rods, and basically then they push up on the rocker arms, which then push down on the valve springs, pushing the valves down, which allows air into and out of the engine. Good afternoon, Ford Shelby GT. Hope you're doing well today. Right now we're restoring basically the in-game version of Pontiac Firebird. I got the engine getting it all disassembled right now. This thing is very beautiful. It's in rough shape, but it's going to be a lot better once we get some of the things, take some of the components off and put them on the workbench. And the things we can't repair, those are going to be replaced with some other components. Not as, the same components, but less worn out components. And that's a bit late because I was listening to many songs. Oh, nice. Any good songs? I'm more of a rock enthusiast myself, but I'm definitely open to learning a bunch of different kind of music and everything. All right, we're gonna want to rotate. No. Is it? Oh, there we go. Yeah, rotate this way. And from here we can begin getting the crankshaft bearing cap and all of the rod caps on the pistons. Also, can remove the pistons. There we go. Boop-a-doop. Lot of little components in here. But it is very, very nice getting it all disassembled, getting things repaired. Getting things prepped and rebuilding the engines. Oh my gosh. If you've ever done an engine rebuild though, it is a nerve-wracking experience because you're hoping that everything goes together the same way you took it apart. You're meticulously detailing everything, and oh man, it is very, very difficult. Midnight, good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. Welcome to the stream, Midnight. Listen to the songs like Yellow Cup, the punk pop, the punk pop stuff of the early 2000s. Very, very nice. Probably a lot of burnout songs in there. Very, very good. Alright, we're gonna need... You're not letting me remove that. That's fine. I'm gonna move that left. There we go. So I can get these pistons out of there. There we go. Yeah, I like a lot of that stuff. I play a lot of NBA 2K today. Very cool, nice. So I'm imagining it's a pretty solid game then if you're putting a lot of time into it and everything. Very, very cool. All right, moment of truth. Let's see how much we can repair. That's the thing though. I always like it when you kind of take the gamble on like a game franchise or whatever, and it turns out to be like really, really enjoyable, and you get to fully spend so much time with it. Like the all-time win streak record. Sweet, nice. Let's get that engine block in there. Yeah, let's get the crankshaft, other pistons. All right, we're gonna need 8 pistons. We can't buy pistons from rims. All right, piston with. We don't need a C, right? No, we don't need a C. 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. 5, 7, 8. I'd imagine we need 8 rod caps. We're gonna hold on to that for just a second. That is nice. It's always fun when you go, like when you play some like the sports games, or whatever. You end up breaking like a real life record, and that's always kind of cool. Like you're like, hey, I could do that. It makes you feel like I'm gonna work a car mechanic in real life. I mean that's kind of what the a lot of the simulator games are really good at kind of getting you like invested into like that field of work and everything. Like you have the power wash simulators and like all of that stuff, and it kind of get a vague feeling for like, you know, the what you may or may not want to enjoy and everything. And it is a lot of fun though. I do enjoy this game quite a bit. Though with this, so you're not on the clock, you know, the customers are usually pretty good about what's wrong with their vehicle and everything. But yeah, no, overall, it's still very, very nice. I definitely enjoy this one. There's multiple versions of the Car Mechanic Simulator game out there as well. This is the 2018 release. You can almost think of them like the Formula 1 games, where they had multiple yearly, not necessarily yearly, but like every like 3-ish year releases. And yeah, it's pretty solid. There's also the 2021 version. And the next record I want to break is the best season record. Sweet. And what's the best season record? All right, so we need 3 rod caps and 1 crankshaft bearing cap. Got it. Yep. Boop. There we go. Oh gosh. There we go. At least get the lower end of the engine all put back together. So we can get the valve train put on there. Get the top parts all nice and put on there. And then again, getting all the accessories and stuff. I don't think we have an oil pan. We don't have an oil pan. If I can spell. So, the best season record was set by the 2015. Oh yeah, you told me about that. Right. The Golden State Warriors with the 73-9. Very nice. Very, very nice. That is a very, very good record, by the way. Where is V8 overhead valve? Oh gosh, there's so many different ones. Just the standard one here is what we need. There we go. Again, putting this all together. May as well get the oil filter too. Where are you? It's the black one. There we go. That's the one we want because that one is for the V8 overhead valve. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. All right, let's... Nope. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Nice. Okay, these are good. Before that was 1995-96 Chicago Bulls record of 72-10. Sweet. So do they do it by percentages? Least amount. So obviously, after a while, there's going to be like different number of games and everything like that. Do they do it by win percentages, or do they do it by the most number of wins, or do they do it by least number of losses? Like what is it actually going off of? Because all of them are very, very impressive. But I don't know. It's kind of cool to see, like, what exactly is the, considered the best? Is it winning the most games, or is it just I think they use both. Oh, okay, cool. So it's almost like a tiebreaker thing where they kind of start first with most wins, then they go to least losses afterwards. Okay, cool. There we go. Let's get that camshaft in there. We're gonna need 8 push rods. Oh gosh. I think we just need a standard valve push rod. I want to double check that. Yes. We're gonna need 8 of you. And then we're gonna need rocker arms. These, we're gonna need 16 of these. What am I talking about? Because there's 2 per cylinder. So we need 8 more of these. Thankfully, they're fairly inexpensive, so we can get these all nice, put on there. And usually there's like specialized trays and everything that when you work on engines, where you can kind of put the push rods on and everything, so you can kind of keep it nice and organized. And you can kind of see for exactly which cylinder there may be issues. If one of the push rods is like slightly bent, or what have you. And of course, you also want to adjust, the valve lash on the on the valve springs and everything. It's like I said, this game does simplify things quite a bit compared to real life, but it does a decent enough job of kind of simulating, you know, what it'd be like to kind of be a car mechanic. At least kind of, you know, you get to see like the different engine types and everything. You get to kind of work on the diagnostic stuff, but it is very fun. We're gonna need 8 spark plugs as well. 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Like the 2011 and 2012 Charlotte Bobcats, the worst season despite not playing a full 82 game season. They have 741 with the win percentage. Oh, okay. So they probably do go off of win percentage, at least for that type of stuff. Still, nice. I mean, not nice for the you know, the worst game, or the worst season, but definitely very nice for both the Warriors and the Chicago Bulls. Very nice. It's weird that Charlotte, though, historically has always had, you know, very rough seasons, despite the fact that quite a large number of very skilled basketball players have come from that region and everything. I guess they just get moved to other teams. Ouch, though. That is very rough. Let's get this all nice and put back together. Then we can put it into the car. Oh man, this is a beautiful engine though. I love my V8s. There we go. Boop. 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 Sweet. Oh yeah, we even have the full intake manifold. Pretty much everything has been. We were able to restore quite a large number of components. Got the carburetors there. Oh, it's looking absolutely gorgeous. Love these carbs. I am on a high carb diet because look at them. Okay, we do need air filter stuff though. So round air filter base. Round air filter base to carb, round air filter cover to carb. In comparison to the 72-73 Philadelphia 76ers played all 82 games in a record of 9-73 with a .1 and win. That is still really bad. Ouch. Ouch. My word. Here's hoping that doesn't get broken anytime soon. I'd feel bad for any team that does end up breaking that record. Ouch. And that is brutal. All right. So we're gonna need a timing chain, V8 overhead valve. We need a whole bunch of other stuff. We need distributor, which is somewhere. There it is. Oop. Cool. We have 2 other things we can put on here. We need a cam gear as well. We do need a cam gear. American car manufacturers always have to make V8 engines and muscle cars. Yeah. I mean, it is. You get a fairly large amount of power, high torque, and everything like that, and it's, you know. It is nice. Well, also in the States, in comparison to like a lot of like European countries and like Japan as well, we don't. Our road taxes are a lot more lax, and we also don't have to pay additional taxes on like engine displacement as well. So we can make, you know, high displacement V8 engines, and those are basically the sort of the cheap power for us Americans, because they're fairly simplistic for their size, but they make massive power and massive torque as well. Whereas, like, for example, if you look at like Japan and like New Zealand as well, both of them, the rotary engine is very popular there. And you might be thinking to yourself, well, why is that? Well, it's because in those two countries, their road tax is based off of engine displacement. And the rotary, it's a 1.3 liter engine, which is very, very small, but it makes about the equivalent power of like a 3 liter V6. So in Japan and New Zealand, the rotary engine is basically the cheap horsepower option. It's basically the Japanese quote unquote muscle engine in that regards. So you see quite a bit of popularity of the quite a bit of popularity of like the rotaries there. Is at least my running theory is basically whatever allows you to get big power or a high amount of speed for a very, very small amount of money is basically going to be the popular type of vehicle. Like in Europe, vehicles are taxed based on their fuel efficiency, and they usually, you know, the roads themselves are very, very small. So and kind of a bit narrower and stuff like that. So you see a prevalence for things like, you know, your hot hatches and everything, which those, you know, can be used both as kind of like a family vehicle, but also still be very, very sporty. And that allows them, you know, also being fairly fuel efficient. It definitely allows them to be, you know, the cheap, fun, fast vehicle. Whereas in the States, those are a bit pricier because one, they're being imported into. They're just, you know, they had that added complexity and everything. And they don't necessarily benefit from having lower taxes in comparison to like a lot of American vehicles. Or like, you know, the higher displacement American vehicles. So it is really, really cool kind of seeing what makes different vehicles, you know, very popular in different areas. We need a fuel filter. Where are you? Oil filter, fuel filter. There you are. This is where you start to kind of slow down ever so slightly, because a lot more of these things are non-serviceable components. Power steering pump. V8. There we are. Let's get this all put together. We weren't able to put the yeah. It's a very sad Mazda just continue making the rotary engine. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Part of that is because emissions did get a lot stricter, and the rotary engine just couldn't be improved upon all that much more. So it kind of reached sort of the limits of how efficient they can make it and how reliable they can make it with the Renesas engine, with that being a naturally aspirated two-rotor engine making about 250 horsepower, which is still very respectable. But yeah, it's definitely, we couldn't really do too much more outside of that. Okay, where are you? Crankshaft pulling V8 override valve. There we go. Get you one there, and then we need two we need a water pump pulley as well. Water pump pulley. There it is. Alright, now we're gonna need two serpentine belts for the V8 override valve. Cool. That being said though, that does allow for the rotary engine to kind of have a bit of a legendary status though, of a vehicle, you know, of something that's just really, really cool, and is a bit kind of a little bit unobtainable, so it becomes the forbidden fruit. Where are you? There you are. Oop. So many different belts. There we go. And I think, nope, that is not everything yet. I'm hoping that this is pretty much, oh, gear train, right? That though we can get when it's back in the vehicle. I think that's everything else. I don't believe we're missing anything. So we're going to take that engine. Gonna install this one in there. There we go. And we're gonna raise it up. And we're gonna get some more stuff all nice and put together. First things first, we can remove all of this. The exhaust system. Yeah. Alright. We can put this all back together. So first things first, gearbox. We need a flywheel. We need a clutch brush. I'm trying to remember what all can and can't be restored. I know the flywheel can. I think the clutch plate can. And then the other stuff can't. So pressure plate and the release bearing can't. So those are non-serviceable. We want to make sure that this is... You restore the engine and everything. You make it so that it makes its full power. You want to make sure all that power goes to the rear wheels. Alright. Gearbox. V8. Overhead valve. This one. There we go. The standard stuff. No specialty K's or I's or whatever else. There we go. Boop, boop. Alright, now we need to get some exhaust stuff. Alright, so we need 2 exhaust pipes. We need 2 front exhaust pipes. We need 2 middle mufflers. And then we need 2 rear mufflers. And I think that should be everything. Yes. Okay, good. Glad I remember that. There we go. Yeah, the muscle cars are fairly easy to remember their exhaust layouts. Because it's mirrored. 1, it's mirrored. 2, there's no emission stuff. And 3, it's pretty much just get air out of the engine as quick as possible. There we go. So that's the rear, all nice and sorted. Now this stuff. All right, let's slow the vehicle down for just a sec. Get everything else. Okay, this needs to go back. This is just getting in the way right now. All right. So radiator C. Battery, that's all coming out of there. Oh gosh, zoom out please. And the brake servo, that can all be removed. Getting everything in the engine bay all nice and restored. That can go back. Cool, okay. So one thing could be restored. Brakes, servo, and we're also going to need a battery. The universal battery, just like the universal spark plugs, even though in real life that is not necessarily the case because different vehicles have different electrical needs. And some of them need a little bit stronger batteries than others, and some of them don't have the space with big batteries either. So you gotta be a little bit careful with regards to what batteries you use. There we go though. That is very, very nice. Alright. So you... We can sell most of this junk now. There we go. Oh, we were able to sell both, restore both those exhaust pipes. Whoopsie daisies. Cool. Alright. Let's get this front suspension all disassembled. This should be fun. This is what gets a little bit more complicated, a little bit trickier. Because there is a whole bunch of stuff. A lot of rubber bushings, a lot of other fun things going on. With the whole steering system in the vehicle. Yeah, it becomes a little bit trickier. So many rubber bushings. We have that as well. There we go. Alright. Oh, and this is a slightly different one. The steering is at the lower section as opposed to up top. Okay, I'm gonna have to remember that. It's a little bit different compared to other things, other vehicles. Yeah, the front suspension is where the vehicles begin to get a little bit weird for pretty much every vehicle because they're all so different. And the car mechanics similar to 2015, most of the suspension was much more simplified than this. So it allowed for much quicker restorations, very rapid assemblies and disassemblies and stuff. This, on the other hand, though, is a little bit more tricky. I'm gonna get the subframe off the vehicle as well. There we go. This one still isn't all that bad though. It could be a lot worse. But there is a lot of suspension cross, lot of rubber bushings, a lot of other little finicky things, a lot of stuff that can't be restored and repaired. So gotta be a little bit careful here. Doop-a-doop. There we go. Nice. Okay. Alright, one thing crunch, two thing crunch, three crunch. Sweet. We only got 3 crunches. That's good. Alright, in the meantime, let's we want to get everything else sorted as well. This is 205, 75, R14. Okay, so that's the same as the rear. So let's first get suspension stuff. And we want double wishbone shock absorber. We want 2 of you, 2 front shock absorber caps, and then spring. We want 2 front springs. Alright, we're going to need tires. We're going to want 2 vintage tires, size 14, width 205, because the fronts are the same width as the rears. Profile 75. There we go. Boop. And we're going to want rims. Rim Retro 07, 2 of you, size 14. There we go. Alright. And we're going to kind of multitask here. Doot. Get you joined together. Get you installed. Take you. Join another front shock. Remove you. Put you there. There we go. Absolutely multitasking, because you gotta wait anyway for these things to get done. You're gonna have to balance the final wheel. This is nice though. The car is getting real close to getting mechanically all put together. Then we can work on some of the interior components and then some of the exterior components finally to finish it off. Oh man, but this thing, I'm looking forward to seeing this all put back together. Okay, so that wasn't able to be fixed. That's fine. Cross member D, and we need at least 4 bushings to start. We're gonna need a whole bunch more later on, but that's fine. The steering rack in there. Right, sway bar. Front sway bar B, sway bar front end length B because it's a double wishbone suspension. There we go. And that should at least begin to allow us some stuff. Okay, good. Both front and rear steering knuckles are good. Alright. We need a bottom suspension arm. So we do need 1 upper and 1 lower suspension arm. Sorry, one upper and 1 bottom suspension arm. Upper suspension arm, 1 of you, and we need a bottom suspension arm. That is you. There we go. We're going to need 8 more rubber bushings. There we go. Okay, I can begin getting some of this stuff on there. Me pretending to know everything on the car. I mean, that's one thing I do like about this game though, is it is pretty good at kind of teaching you and showing you like sort of some of the components. Also on the stream, Sam the Singer. Hope you're doing well. We need 2 wheel hub bearings, but it is cars are very mechanically complex. So much stuff on them, and you got to be very, very careful. Where are you? We need a wheel hub cap because no driveline components are going to that wheel, but you do need to cover the bearings. Yeah, we're gonna get the brakes in just a bit. Right now, I want to get the front suspension all put on, and we need the steering system still as well. So 2 inner, boop, and 2 outer. And of course, whenever you do suspension work on your vehicle, you always want to make sure you do an alignment afterwards. Make sure the camber, the toe, the caster, all of that is good. Sometimes my automotive class, some of the classmates, my teacher. Yes! Oh my gosh, Auto Shop was so much fun when I was in high school. I miss that a lot. A lot of. Oh my gosh, it was just really, really good. Like, you have all, your other classes and everything. We're just kind of sitting, and I mean, I enjoy the kind of sit and learn classes as well. But that class, you're working with your hands. You're really kind of, tearing things apart. You're really learning how they go together and everything. And that was so much fun as well. It was basically almost like a second gym class where you just kind of blow off some steam and everything. You get to kind of move around. You can kind of be loud as well if you want, without worrying about causing too much disruption, because the shop class is a bit separated from everything else, not too many other classes nearby it. And it was, oh my gosh, it was so much fun. I wish I remember a little bit more about from my shop classes. I definitely forgotten a little bit of some of the more esoteric knowledge. But yeah, shop is still very, very fun. All right. Okay, so that's good. We do need a brake caliper cylinder though, so let's make sure we get that real quick. I had a really good conversation with my teacher when he was teaching me how to lay the brake disc. Oh yes, that was fun as well, because you had the machine. Oh, not necessarily. Kind of machine the brake disc back to the proper form and everything. That was always so much fun. I didn't get to do that too much, because oftentimes the customers that would take the vehicles in to the school, because the school was allowed to have customers so long as we didn't charge them anything for labor and we only charged for parts. Oftentimes the brakes would be so gone that we couldn't machine them. Spring device. Oh yes. Oh my gosh. The spring device where you separated the spring from the coils. Springs in general are absolutely terrifying. Like, you don't realize just how much force is behind them. But yeah, springs are absolutely terrifying. Just the sheer force and the sheer amount of tension that they're undergoing. Oh my word. But yeah, no. Oh my gosh. Auto shop was so much fun. If I wasn't an engineer, I would definitely become an automotive mechanic. That'd basically kind of be my second pick. And either or, it's very, very fun. Interior condition, all of that is good. Okay, so the interior is solid. All right, so we want to get pretty much all of this stuff off then, and we're going to. We're gonna be seeing what all's good here. Just one misalignment and goodbye for at least one. Yeah. No, those are always very, very. You gotta be very, very careful. I remember one time it did slip, and it cracked the concrete floor where the spring hit, and it kind of bounced like multiple bays over when it hit the ground, and just kind of like landed on its side there and just routed around, and it was so loud, like everyone just kind of like hit the floor. Oh my word! I'm glad no one got hurt at least, thankfully. Where it kind of shows just how terrifying those things are. There we go, the chieftain. Okay, so there is custom. Oh gosh, there is custom bandit stuff. Interesting. Okay, so slate. Ooh. Maybe. So some of these are kind of nice. But I may go with the standard body shop first. And there we go. Okay. Let's go to the assemble mode. Front window. Transform blue right across the street with the shop by NC. Yep. That's the other thing as well is, you know, there was discussions of like just occasionally you do like you have the stupid shop talk where, you know, you're like, you know, you're just kind of, you know, doing the stupid hypotheticals with some of your you know, your classmates and everything. And it's like, all right, you know, if anyone tries to get in here, you know, what should we grab and everything. And it was, you know, it's kind of silly stuff, you know, but it's still, you know, it's the stories like that you kind of, you know, fondly remember. We want normal mode. These headlights probably aren't in the best condition. Maybe. Yeah. All right. Both headlights. Let's get both of those. So at least we begin getting the car put back together. Work from the front. Gradually work our way to the side. There we go. All right. Left door window. Do we have a right side mirror? We do not have a right side mirror. And the difficult thing for me is, in real life, I don't want to learn how to drive a car because it seems high. Driving's definitely one of those things. It gets a lot easier the more you do it. My first time driving, I was very, very skittish, very terrifying, and I had done, you know, prior behind the wheel experience, you know, with like go-karts and stuff like that as well. But driving on actual like roads and everything, absolutely terrify me. But nowadays driving just becomes kind of second nature. And I'm a little bit of a high strung person as well. But it becomes easier. It starts out hard, it becomes a lot easier the more you do it. Now, once you're driven alone on the road for about a month, the nerves go away. Also, the first time, I highly recommend to kind of get rid of the nerves as well. Highways. Get on them like late at night, like 2, 3 in the morning, and just start out slow, of course, but gradually kind of work your way up until like you're about 20-ish miles over the speed limits. Obviously, watch out for speed traps and stuff like that. Don't be stupid, but just gradually kind of, you know, practice, you know. Okay, I'm gonna smoothly get over to this lane. I'm gonna speed up a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna slow down and everything. Yeah, driving a car in real life sounds. It is very fun. You definitely it starts out terrifying, but you do get used to it. And pretty soon it just kind of becomes second nature, which is nice. But early on, you know, it is a little bit sketch. One other thing I highly recommend doing if it snows where you live. If it does snow where you live, is take a vehicle out to a parking lot, like a wide parking lot, and practice intentionally losing control, but also then practice regaining control from a slide or from a spin. That helps out so much, because then you kind of get used to the feel of, oh no, things are going wrong, and you can just immediately course correct and fix it. That is very, very helpful. very, very useful. Highly recommend doing that. Because that's what I did when I was younger. Is, you know, big open parking lot, you know, not one of the ones where it has all the islands and trees in the middle and everything, but like, you know, very big, very open. And you just practice kind of sliding and stuff, intentionally getting your vehicle to kind of enter slides, and then, you know, recovering from slides. And if you mess up, the only thing that's hurt is your pride. And you just you learn, and you get on with it, and you do it again. Because if and then you know, on like highway driving or regular driving or what have you, it becomes so much easier, so much easier. There we go. Assemble, boop. You can already tell what kind of paint job we're gonna give this car. Yes, it's cliche, but oh wait, I didn't want to do that. I thought I was gonna lower it down all the way to the ground. That's fine. Let's move the vehicle over the paint shop. I wonder if they do allow you to put the bird on the car. You can put the America. There we go. There it is. What other options we have? Okay, so we do have a couple different options. But I mean, let's be real here. We all know what we're gonna pick. We all know what we want. At least what I want. I love the Firebird graphics. Oh, just look at that. That is that is very, very nice. That is a very, very nice car. We got the engine inside of it, all nice and pretty. Let's sell all this junk. And sell all this. Yeah, all of it. There we go. A couple extra $100. And of course, I mean, you gotta take a picture of the end result. There we go. Absolutely lovely. Oh yeah, that is a nice car. Okay. Where is it? Yeah, let's do it. Let's listen to it. Let's drive it just a little bit. Granted, I'm gonna be driving with keyboard, because this game isn't all that great with the controller. Oh my gosh. Whee! Well, I've been driving for 2 years, and it's some of the best times of my life. Yeah, it is fun. Oh my gosh, so many road trips as well, both with family and everything. It is very, very fun, very enjoyable. It's the freedom as well that makes it really, really, really fun. I definitely recommend it. At the very least, even if you know you're gonna be living in a city and everything, and you're gonna primarily rely on like public transportation, which is perfectly fine too, depending on the city. I do highly recommend you at least learn how to drive so you can kind of be self-sufficient if you ever need to move somewhere, or if you're out with friends, whatever, and one of them can't drive the vehicle and you need to drive it for them or what have you. It makes it it makes it a lot better. Plus also road trips in general, very, very fun. I definitely prefer it over flying. Anyway, let's go back to the garage. That steering wheel is kind of weird looking. I'm not sure how much I like that. Steering wheel's got to be in kind of rough shape, actually. So let's go take a look at that. Which I'm going to be spending a lot of time on a submarine in the coming years. Ah, Navy? Yeah, okay, so that's in rough shape. How are the seats? Yep, Navy, Sonotech. Oh, nice. Congrats. That's definitely not easy. So that is really, really cool. Very nice. I always like how my daddy drives very well for the Peugeot 3. Ah, the Peugeots! Oh my gosh, very, very nice. Yeah, the Peugeots are really cool cars. We never got any Peugeots here in the States, but they are very nice too. That being said, though, best of luck with the regards to the with the Navy stuff. That's pretty cool too. 1 year in A school, 4 years active duty, and 3 years in reserves. Sweet. I do wish you the best of luck. I don't know how well I don't know how well I'd be able to handle living in a submarine. That's got to be, but for me, I mean I am genuinely terrified of the water. So Navy definitely wouldn't be for me. With regards to like armed force and everything. If I did have to choose, I'd probably choose like either like Air Force or like National Guard or something like that. Maybe, I don't know. But that being said, though, still best of luck to you. That is, you know, a lot of work and everything, but still really, really cool. So nice. All right, so this vehicle now, it's not even as close as classified as it used to be. Yeah, I know. I was reading because my former boss, he used to be a submarine engineer, and he was telling me the older submarines that they would, you know, deep, especially like the deep diver submarines, they would compress like almost an entire foot in diameter under the water, and it's, oh my gosh, it's terrifying to think about. And then when they come back to the surface, they kind of like, you know, expand again, and they had to design it out of like this super thick steel, like, you know, and there's only like a couple places that can be used to that can manufacture that steel as well. But still, oh my word, terrifying stuff. But really cool though, like the technology behind it. Like, it is more difficult to go to space than the bottom of the ocean. Like that is the amount of technology behind that, and the amount of, like, you know, safety precautions and everything that they have to take is really impressive. So, and the engineering behind it is really cool too. Alright, let's sell this. We did a good job. Nice, 67,000. That's not bad. That's not bad. We can sell all the other stuff. All right. Do we want to work on this one first, or I think we kind of want to work on the. Oh, we got a couple of them. I'm from Magnum Flat Base, and we got the Sea Aroma. I'm gonna bring up the Sea Aroma because this one I kind of want to turn almost into like a lowrider type of car. At the very least, you know, like a boulevard cruiser. All right, between the two of them, which one do you want us to restore first? Do you want to restore the left one, or do we want to restore the one on the right? Do you want the drag racer or the boulevard cruiser? Which one should we restore first? I kind of want the drag racer. I'm gonna do the drag racer. I'm gonna get some 4 pictures. Oh yeah, that engine. That engine is in rough shape. So that's gonna be a fun one to rebuild though, because everything's gonna be very, very high performance. We're gonna be doing a full tune on this one. We're gonna be seeing exactly how much power we can make out of this. Alright, car left to A. Oh boy. Alright, here we go. This thing though, we're gonna be doing the full racing slicks. So that's gonna be very, very fun as well. Alright, let's get fuel pump out of there, the fuel tank as well. Alright. Community cars body shop. Oh, that's for the that type of stuff. Cool. Tuning shop. This is what we're looking for. Oh yeah, so many things. Dragon Wing, welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Right now, we are going to be doing a full tune on this absolutely amazing. Let me get back out for a second here. This vehicle doing well. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Oh my gosh, this thing though. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Getting this all nice and disassembled, getting this all fully restored. We're gonna be doing a full tune on it, getting as many performance parts on it as possible. Right now though, we're getting the rear suspension all nice and restored. No tuning parts for the suspension, all that OEM stuff. Even though in real life you would be adjusting suspension for drag racing as well. But it is a acceptable break from reality. There we go. Get this all nice and disassembled. There we go. One of the downsides though is occasionally you move too quick for the game and it doesn't realize the previous thing you needed to remove is already gone. So it's thinking, it's kind of yelling at you, "Hey, buddy. The previous thing isn't removed yet." Oh wait, now it is. Okay, yeah, you can remove the next thing now. We need to get you. Oh nope. Zoom out some, please. Yeah, we need to remove the small rubber bushings, little tiny bushings here. There we go. Get you out of there. Get the drive shaft out of there as well. There we go. And I do want to double check, see if there's no axles. No. Okay, so it's literally only engine, gearbox, and exhaust stuff. Like there's no suspension. There's no brakes. There's no upgraded brakes. Even though that's the one thing that you would definitely upgrade. Oh my word, though. It's gonna be interesting. This thing is gonna be an interesting machine when we get it all nice and fully tuned. This is gonna be the first actual tuned vehicle we do. And oh boy. We may as well inventory. Okay, so this is a 245, so very wide. 65 or 14. And we're gonna keep the rim retros, probably. Or at least we're gonna keep the same size. We're gonna remove this. We're gonna take a look here. Let's see what options we have. There are so many rims. So many options. Most of them are kind of like more so for like tuner cars though. Getting the some Porsche. Ooh. From Atlanta. That's not bad. Some rim basics. Oh my word, there are so many options. Very, very nice. That being said, what do we have? We have the Rim Retro 11, and we might do the Rim Retro 11. Maybe get it at the slightly different color. Where is it? Rim Retro 11. We don't have a different color for that one. Rim Retro 10 we do though. Yeah, I'm going Rim Retro 10. What size? 14. Two of these. Size 14. ET0. There we go. Both of those. And we're going to want two. Oh gosh, where are you? Slick. Yeah, we're gonna do slicks. Probably this. Yeah, we're gonna go full slick. 2, size 14, width 245, profile 65. There we go. Let's get this. Both of these put on there. Yes! Oh my gosh, this thing, when it comes alive, is going to be absolutely terrifying. And I'm here for it. Alright, let's get a fuel tank while we can. And let's get the fuel pump. Yeah, this one. There we go. Yes. Okay, where are you? Take you. Put you there. Balance this. I'm gonna install another slick tire here. Oh my word. This thing's gonna be great. Alright. It's done its second. Get out of there. Move you over to there. Yes. Alright, while we're waiting, let's get the regular stuff that we're gonna need. Shock, rear shock absorber B, bravo. 2 of you. I'm gonna need some bushings. We're gonna need 4 of you. Perfect. There we go. Nice, and that should be, with the exception of some of the brake stuff, that should be everything for the suspension that we're going to need. Let's make sure we get this all nice and reassembled. This car's gonna be absolutely fast though when we get it fully restored and fully upgraded. Since this car did have a history of drag racing, we're gonna keep the original engine there. We're not gonna do an engine swap because the engine already in it is a very, very powerful engine. Wheel hub 4. There we go. And it does have quite a bit of tuning potential, so we should be solid here. Solid, just like this rear axle. Back to the side. There we go. Yeah. All right, this should be good. That should be good. We're gonna need brake drums though. 2 of you. There we go. Nice. Okay, good. It did work. Oh, that is gonna look nice. That is gonna be nice. Yes. Okay, while we're here, let's get everything over. Equipment, car lifter. Move equipment, car lifter. Move equipment, car lifter. There we go. Oh, and we're gonna need to move you as well. Okay. Cool. Nothing there. There we go. Let's repair the frame. Place you back now. We can place you back. We can place you back. Cool. Alright, next thing. Let's get the engine out. Let's begin fully tuning the engine. Oh. Oh, this thing is gonna be nice. Oh, duh. That we need to remove the gearbox. That makes sense. Can't quite pull it out without the gearbox. Put the gearbox on there. There we go. Yeah, this thing is in rough shape. I didn't want that, but that's fine. It'll be removed. It'll be removed regardless. And then we want both these front exhaust pipes out of there. There we go. Maybe. There we go. And lower this down now. Get the engine out of there. And this is where the fun begins. Yes. Okay. First things first, we may as well go to the tuning store. Make sure there's no actual blocks. Okay, yeah, there's no. So the base engine block, that we're still gonna need to keep. A lot of this stuff up here, though, we're probably still gonna spend a little bit of money to restore it, so that way we can sell it at a higher price. Oh man, all right, it is a supercharged engine. So it does have that massive air pump on the front, or basically on the front and on the top of it. The belts are driven by the engine, pulls the pulley, spins it up, and squishes as much air as it can inside of the engine, which allows you to then add more fuel, and more fuel, more air means bigger boom when you have combustion, which then means you get more power. That is where the magic happens. Oh, this is gonna be very, very nice. I'm hoping. Yeah, these manifolds, these old manifolds are gonna go. The pistons are probably gonna go. The spark plugs are probably gonna go. Some of the valve train is probably gonna be replaced, but be the standard OEM stuff. If memory serves me correctly. The full ignition system is gonna be replaced with aftermarket performance stuff. So this should be very, very interesting. I'm surprised that the crankshaft. Granted, I'll have to double check. But I'm surprised the crankshaft isn't one that can be a performance part, all things considered, given the nature of this vehicle. Or given you know that the crankshaft itself is usually also something that gets machined down and gets replaced and repaired and everything. Come on, there we go. Let me remove that. Okay, this engine head, that's gonna be replaced with the high performance components. Oh, this thing is gonna make lots of power. And the cool thing about the way this game calculates the power gain from the performance parts is the more you add, the more they build off of each other as well. So a moderately tuned engine really doesn't make a whole lot of power, but like a fully tuned engine makes a massive amount of power. And that is the fun. That is the fun part of it. Is building the really, really fun engines, getting them all nice and tuned up, and seeing just how much power you can make. This will be the one time we get to dyno the engine and get to see just exactly how much power we can get out of it. We get to do all of the adjustments. Should be very, very, very fun. We may still have time after this build to do the Boulevard Cruiser build as well. And then we can go looking for more barn finds. Even though we do have one other one in the parking lot, it is good to kind of have a nice backlog of vehicles to potentially work on. You can kind of see what kind of builds you want to do. This one, I definitely want to make it a little bit more of a crazier build. I want to see just how fast we can get it to go down the drag strip. There, right now we're gonna be restoring a whole bunch of this stuff. Yeah. Gear, that's gonna need to be replaced. Okay. Now let's rotate you. There we go. Put this off here. And all of these rod caps, all of these crankshaft bearing caps, all of that stuff, all of that's going to be replaced. Going to be a total of 8 rod caps, 3 crankshaft bearing caps, unless we can restore some of them, which I believe both of them can be restored. So, yeah. We will have to wait and see. Although the engine builds are my favorite part of this, though. You just this is where the magic happens. This is where the fun happens. This is where the fun begins. And yes, let's see. All right, let's get all of this out of here. There we go. All right, to the workbench, and we're not gonna waste time too much. We're just going full ham, restoring as much of this as possible. If we use it, great. If not, we can sell it for more money than it takes to repair it. So we either way we win. There we go. And engine block. There we go. Cool. All right. Crankshaft. Let's check. Nope. Cool, we can at least get the pistons. 7, 8. There we go. Alright, go back up to the main shop. I think we were able to restore the crankshaft? Yes, we are. Okay, good. We are gonna need 8 piston rings, though. Those are non-performance parts. We're gonna need to kind of swap between the stores back and forth. Oh yeah. With the forged pistons in there. Very, very nice. Oh yes. That's exactly what we want. And each one adds another like 1 or 2% onto the horsepower, which isn't a whole lot, but it is decent. Okay, so we're gonna need 2 engine heads and a camshaft. Let's go back to the tuning shop. Oh gosh, cool. All right, there's a whole bunch here. We're gonna need 2 of you and camshaft, V8 overhead valve. Oh, there's so many. There. And you can see it adds another like 2%. And when already the base horsepower is, you know, in the hundreds, and this adds 9% to the horsepower. Yeah, that's a decent amount. That's like 18 to 27 horsepower, somewhere in that range. Maybe even more. That's already being added to the horsepower gains created by the aftermarket pistons. It is all very, very nice. We're gonna get this. There we go. Okay. So now we're going to need the manifolds. And we're going to need exhaust manifold, V8, overhead valve, the standard ones. 2 of you. Alright, and then the intake manifold. Is there an intake manifold for the supercharger that we can use here? No. There is a supercharger, but that's for the different V8 engine. So that's fine. So we don't have an aftermarket supercharger for this vehicle. Otherwise, we'd be making some major power. But this is still a very, very, very decent, very respectable amount that we... Nope, we don't want that one. We want the fun one. Yes, we want the fun one. Alright, let's get the spark plugs as well, since there's 8 of them. There we go. I love the additional detail, all the extra colors as well on the aftermarket, the high performance stuff. It really kind of adds to the notion that yes, this is indeed going to make your vehicle faster. Like you look at the difference between here and here, and it's, you know, it's all red, it's all, you know, very, very nice. Alright, now we're gonna need to get some of the standard valve trains, because I don't think... Yeah, we're gonna need the standard valve train stuff, so let's go back to the main shop. Push rod. We're gonna need 16 of you. And we're also gonna need 16 rocker arms. 2 per piston. 1 for an intake valve, 1 for an exhaust valve. We're just gonna be getting this all nice and installed. Pretty soon we're gonna be getting everything, all of the ignition stuff put in there as well. We may want to get all the valve timing stuff done first, so since we're here. Also, red brake calipers look cool. Yes. Although I especially love the I mean, it depends on the color, the color of the car as well. But yeah, all like the brightly colored brake calipers, especially when they are actually, you know, like the high performance multi-piston brake calipers. All of those are very, very, very cool. Very, very nice. I definitely like that. All right, there we go. All right, so we're going to need a cam gear. Cam gear, V8, overhead valve, and we're going to need a timing chain. Timing chain, V8, overhead valve. There we go. Getting used to where exactly everything is. Getting a little bit quicker with these builds too, which is nice. Getting really, really good at that. We need a timing cover. Oh gosh, we should have used timing cover instead. That is way too many timing covers. V8 overhead valve. This one. There we go. Perfect. Alright, from here, we can get some of the accessories, the high performance accessories one. So first things first, let's get the ignition. Performance shop. Alternator. Get you. Power steering pump with the V8. Let's get you. And we're also going to get all the ignition stuff. So where are you? Ignition distributor. Ignition distributor rotor. Ignition distributor tap. And then ignition wires. V8s. Oh gosh, there's multiple V8s. I think it's this one. We're gonna wait for that just a sec. I spent Roblox bookkeeping with my parents arguing about naming each check. Ouch. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Here's hoping. Okay, that is a performance version. I mean, to be fair though, they already named you. They already named you, so they should be happy about what they named you. Alright, it's standard V8 ignition wires. Okay, we were right on our guards. To be fair though, my dad wanted to name me Happy Go. So yeah, you can't get worse than that. And I wanted to name my sister Raymond Anthony for some reason. Let's get this fuel filter in here as well. High flow fuel filter. There we go. There we go. Engines coming together. This is nice. Jack and Jake are almost the same name though too. They are. It's very, very, very similar. Although I've met way more Jakes than I've met Jacks, which is strange too. All right, we need a crankshaft pulley and a supercharger water pump pulley. Got it. Both of those are in the regular shop. But it is weird though that the similar names, despite the fact though, one of them I've met quite a few of. Another one I've not really met all that many. Jack Benton. Yes, Jack from Need for Speed The Run, as well. There is a lot of Jacks. Jack is like a slightly like a half generation older than I am as a more common name. But like Jake is a more common like name around like my generation. It's weird. It's like Zach used to be considered like back in the 40s and 50s. Zach used to be considered like an old timer name of someone that was like around during like the late 1800s and stuff. And like now Zach is like a more modern name as well. Names come and go. Alright, what am I looking for again? Oh yeah, the crankshaft. The crankshaft pulley. Get this all nice and put together. Alright, we're gonna wait for that just a second though. I know what Jack, something out of Jack. Yeah, like there isn't too many Jacks my age either. Most of the Jacks I know are like, you know, like about like a generation, about a decade or so older. Or occasionally you get nowadays, nope, we need 2 carburetors. Or they're, you know, much younger, because Jack is starting to become like a popular name again. So it's very, very, very funny seeing that happen. The cyclical popularity. Oh my gosh, this is a beautiful carburetor. All right, we need a scoop. Do we have a scoop air filter? No, we don't. Okay, so that's gonna be in the main shop. There we go. Get all of that on there. Yes. with the butterfly valves as well. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. This is this is gonna be fun. Alright, so we need a serpentine belt B, V8 override valve. We need a supercharger serpentine belt, and we're gonna need a serpentine belt A, I think. But we're gonna check. Yeah, we're gonna need a standard serpentine belt A. V8 override valve. There we go. Oop. A second grade teacher had a person the same name as me in the school year before I was in that class. Name was spelled different. Oh, I bet that's gotta be difficult for teachers as well, is when you have like people with either the very similar names or slightly different names. That's gotta make it very challenging. That's a standard radiator fan. I know. It wasn't until high school I really met too many other people with a similar name with me. But the teachers would occasionally get us confused, and it was kind of funny, but at the same time it was a little bit annoying because like we were very different, very different people in terms of like, you know, academic wise and like all that stuff as well and everything. I do feel bad though, because one time we ended up getting each other's tests back, and it was a little bit awkward, and like it's awkward no matter who does better, because you're like, oh, whoops, congratulations, or oh gosh, that sucks, sorry bro. And it's very, it's so awkward. Oh my gosh, but oh well. I'm as much as I miss it occasionally, I am glad that, you know, school, high school and college and everything are all over, and I'm able to do adult stuff and everything. You just can't seem to say names that you can teach a whole class. Well, that is the nature of the teaching as well, is you get a lot of that, you get a lot of the material and everything, and basically your job is basically make sure students know the material. Is sort of the very hyper basic nature of teaching. And granted, my wife's a teacher, she'll probably disagree with me slightly, but it is oftentimes, you know, teachers are learning some of the material themselves, either because the material has changed compared to when they were in school, or it's, you know, very different, or they've kind of may have, you know, ever so slightly forgotten it. So in that regards, it definitely makes it, you know, the material becomes very fresh in their minds. Whereas names are always difficult, especially if it's not, you know, very common names, or if they're, you know, multiple different means of spelling it. Oil can, where are you? This one, yeah. Definitely makes it just a little bit trickier. There we go. Get this all nice and put together. And let's get the oil filter as well. And because it's a V8 overhead valve, we're getting the black one, putting that there. Boom. Yes. Oh my gosh, this thing. Oh, this thing is going to be so nice. I want to see. I can't wait to see exactly how well this looks, how well this performs when we put it all together. It's gonna take a little bit still, because we gotta repair the body. We gotta, you know, get all the exhaust stuff still. We gotta do all of that. Battery. There we go. Boop. Alright, let's raise you up. Let's get the rest of the exhaust on. While waiting for that, let's go over here. Tuning shop. Exhaust. Okay. Front exhaust. Oh gosh. Front exhaust pipe. We're gonna have to double check that real quick. Alright, mount. Okay, so front exhaust pipe. A. Okay, that's gonna be interesting. Front exhaust pipe, V8 overhead valve. A. We have that. Not quite. Not to mention, Jackson was a kid in my kindergarten class for the first grade. Oh, geez, sorry to hear that. Hopefully he's doing well. That's the nature as well. Is you don't always know what everyone's dealing with and everything. So it makes it, you know, you just gotta kind of hope for the best and everything. Maybe, you know, if you directly get through or see something, then you can kind of step in. But it's always tricky. It's always very, very tricky. All right, we need. So that's gonna be the standard. Apparently that doesn't exist there. Which, okay, fine. Yep. Cool. We're gonna need 2 of you. That may have just been an oversight on the developer's part. That's fine. Alright, then middle muffler, and then rear muffler. Cool. That's not too many things, but it will at least allow a little bit more power. An extra, like, 3-ish percentage. Rear muffler. Where is the V8 overhead valve? There you are. Yes. It's gonna make a little bit more power. Get this out of there. Get this all out of there. There we go. Oh, this is gonna be beautiful. Oh, yes. Okay, cool. Now we can get some of the gearbox stuff. We do need flywheel, pressure plates. That's all good. Nope. And where's the release bearing? There we go. G-Melon spot has been quite quiet. Yeah, I've reduced the sensitivity on that a little bit, so it doesn't pop up nearly as much. Because occasionally it gets a little bit annoying, at least to me. Because every time I do kind of keep watch on chat and everything. I'm gonna want a different gearbox, so. But yeah, no, it is very, you know, it's a little bit quieter. It's a little bit more chill stream and everything, but I like that. I enjoy the kind of relaxed stream. I'm gonna want one of you, and I'm gonna be adjusting this. This will allow us to change the gear ratios. They did change that compared to Car Mechanic Simulator 2015. You can change the gear ratios now, finally. They're mad because I yelled at them into the stream. Oh no. It's just, you know, I've reduced the frequency on the stream element spots, and it also has a much higher threshold for appearing as well. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice and calm, nice and quiet and chill. It will still appear every once in a while, depending on, you know, chat activity and everything. For the most part, it's pretty chill. Another question: do we want to keep? I want to take a look at something, because this is more so a stylistic choice. I think we're gonna run slightly different rims up front compared to the rear. I think we're gonna keep running those retro rims. I think we're gonna do that. So let's sell off all this stuff. It should be all the same type of stuff though. The same size. We can purchase that. Obviously, we'll still put the drag slicks on it up front, but we'll be running a slightly different front wheel compared to the rear wheel. That'll be really fun. I tried the Grimace Shake. It's not like I know so much. I have not tried the Grimace Shake. I have seen all of the memes though with the Grimace Shake, and I have had family that's had it, and they say it tastes. It's almost like a blueberry or like a berry taste. No, they didn't end up in the middle of a parking lot. But they did try it. I have not tried it though, because I'm not the biggest fan of McDonald's. I'm not a big fan of their food or in this stuff. Outside of the fries, it's kind of like compared to a lot of other restaurants that are nearby me. Like McDonald's just doesn't seem nearly as appealing. Because one, the only one that's kind of close is a bit on the far side, and I'm much rather going to some of the more like local franchises as well, as opposed to like the big international franchise. Because I like usually the food's better quality, and oftentimes you usually know the people behind the register and the people cooking your food and everything. Then I don't eat out that much most of the time because I enjoy cooking. I don't really eat out all that frequently. Like most of the time, I usually try to cook my own meals and everything. Because one, it's cheaper, so much cheaper, and two, you get a lot more control over what you want in your food, what you can make, what you can't make, and usually it's higher quality compared to restaurant as well, and healthier too. So at that point, yeah, it's a little bit more work, but it's so much more rewarding. So I definitely like cooking my own food more than anything else. And so usually eating out is more something that's more not necessarily higher end restaurants, but a little bit higher end restaurants. All right, there we go. Get that cross member in there. String rack. All right. Tie rod. We're gonna want 2 of you. We're gonna want 2 of you. Bushings 4, 8, 12. We're gonna want 12 of these. There we go. Oh, right. Okay. We're gonna need to get this all nice and sorted as well. 2 of you. 2 of you. We're gonna want 2 front springs as well. We're gonna get that all nice and sorted. Inventory 215. Oh, okay. This is narrower up front. Okay, so it is a slightly staggered thing. Got it. Cool. All right, so let's get the tires. Select tire B2, size 14, and it's 215 width and profile. Oh gosh, what was the profile? Profile 65. Okay, so the profile is still the same, but the width is different. Got it. 215, 65. There we go. Those are expensive tires. I went 3 grand for the tires. And I'm gonna get rim retro 11, 2 of you, size 14. There we go. Now I can begin getting all of this put back together, all of this assembled, boop, boop, and boop. Install that. Wait for you to get ready. There we go. And take you off. Put you on here. See, the more you can kind of multitask, the quicker this part gets done. Because you got to wait for the machines to kind of do the work for you. In real life, you actually got to be, active and be proactive with the machines, and be right there with them. You can't really kind of leave them to do the stuff on their own. Like this is fully, human operated. But this, in the game, it's timed. Wait a minute, edit saying I'm hot. I said I'm not hot. Someone played sweet. Ouch! Burn. Just because I'm not hot doesn't mean I'm ugly. No. I mean, it's like a spectrum, Like just because something is, not necessarily, it's not, one or the other. It's, it could kind of be, decently average, or slightly above average, slightly below average, or whatever. But yeah, that is the nature of the internet, though. The internet is, sometimes filled with not so nice people. But that is, you just gotta deal with it, unfortunately. I park my hair, V8 engine in the car in the parking area. Very, very nice. Unless you're trying to sleep. Hopefully not trying to sleep. That is one of the downsides, though. I love cars, but hearing them at like 3 a.m. when you need to get up for work at like 7. And you're like, oh, bruh, be quiet. That is the only time where I'm like, oh gosh, I don't like cars. But any other time though, yes, very much so. I quite like cars. We need a steering knuckle. Steering knuckle C. There we go. C. All right, bottom suspension arm. That's all good. Sweet. Get that all up on there. Upper suspension arm. We do need an upper suspension arm. That's fine. So let's get that purchased real quick. Upper suspension arm. There we go. There was, back where I used to live, there was one guy that used to work night shift, and he had a Mustang. And it was a really, really cool Mustang. Like, he put a lot of work into that Mustang. It was one of the 5th generation Mustangs. And, you know, he was always tuning it and everything. But he also worked night shift. So around, like, 11, you'd hear him, like, roar through the neighborhood. And then you'd hear him kind of coming back around, like, 7 a.m. And oh my gosh. It was interesting, to say the least. Not everyone liked him because of that. I'm gonna make someone not be able to see the trim. Kangaroos kill people. Well, thankfully, I don't live anywhere near kangaroos, so I don't have to worry about them killing me. The time is 22:50. I try to watch window. Oh, nice. It's a 5th gen Camaro. Very, very sweet. Very, very nice. What do we need? We need brakes. To brake the spinnellated, and we also need hub bearings and hub caps because those are non-repairable components. There we go. Boop. Get this in there. Get you in there. Nope. Right. We need brake pads too. We need brake pads too. Oh, there we go. Oop. There we go. Sweet. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to actually. This will be the first like actually tuned vehicle we've done. Yeah, no. Nope, not in Australia. We do not live in the upside down. I mean, to be fair, there is a lot of stuff that can kill people. It just, but eventually you get to the point where you're like, I can take, you take reasonable preventative measures, but otherwise, you can't live your life in fear, because fear can also kill you. So you just gotta. Nope, I need a brake caliper cylinder, and now I'm a little bit worried that the one side I wasn't paying attention to it, and it didn't have a good brake servo. Brake. There we go. But I'm not sure if we could all hear accent. I mean, probably. The people are weird though. I do occasionally get told I do have an accent, which is weird. Oh, I forgot the leaf spring. The leaf springs. Okay, give me a second. The 2 of you, 4 of you. 4. There we go. Thankfully, that's not an expensive mistake. But, oh my gosh, if we had tried to drive the vehicle without those, the car would handle very poorly. We'd probably crash because the leaf springs basically connect the springs to the axles, which actually allow the vehicle to be semi-controllable. These U-bolts. Otherwise, it's just kind of sitting there, and it can move all over and everything, and you don't want that. Status. Okay. But, oh no! No! Okay, give me a second. That might actually be bad though. Let's see the review. Okay, part mount. There we go. We can get one on there. Okay, we can get the other one on there. Oh my gosh, good. We don't have to disassemble. We don't have to disassemble the engine. That'd be difficult. Unfortunate. Though I imagine most people probably have, you know, at least in the VTuber scene, do have models that are at least semi close to what they look like, or kind of. I don't know. But for me, I'd rather not be closer to, like, you know, what the model looks like as opposed to what I actually look like. But in terms of like actual like flesh tubers, it's gotta be weird. It's almost at that point. I don't know if I consider it, you know, fan art per se, because it's someone entirely different. So it's gotta be interesting. Okay. So let's say this. This is the Bolt Hellcat. So what we want to do, I want to see real quick the body tuning shop. What options do we have for the Hellcats? Ooh. Okay. So that is something. And the Hellcat here. I like how it does the regular Bolt Hellcat stuff, but then you also have the Dodge Challenger Hellcat stuff as well. Okay, so we are going to need a custom hood from there. Oh no, it was just mentioning, you know, I was mostly just kind of talking about fan art and stuff like that. And with, you know, being a VTuber, it's a little bit personally, as a VTuber, I'd rather the fan art be made of like the, you know, the model as opposed to me actually. But with regards to like flesh tubers, it's gotta be a little bit different. A different experience in that regards. I mean, again, it's also difficult because, you know, you have different lighting. Different lighting and all that stuff as well that makes things, you know, can make things seem lighter or darker than they actually are as well. Like if you're, you know, you're drawing someone right in front of their computer screen, or, you know, right by, you know, a neon light, of course their skin's gonna be, you know, a slightly different tone because they have all the light on them and everything as well. So it's difficult. Yeah, I thought about making my own model. I mean, it's not depending on what you use. Like I use Vroid and a little bit of Blender, and it's not bad. It's, you know, it's a little bit of a learning curve, but it's definitely not undoable. Like you can you know, make a semi decent model on your, you know, on your like first, you know, probably about only like your second or third try. And after that, you can pretty solidly. It can be a bit difficult. If you want a dark model, it's kind of hard because artists are not comfortable with it. It's like the asking us who draw supposed to make a Gundam artwork. A little bit, yeah. That's why usually, oftentimes there's quite a bit of networking in the VTubing community as well, where people. Where you get, I don't want to do that. Where people will, you know, you see one person's model, and then usually you'll see in their profile, whatever. You'll see in their profile that, you know, the artist and the rigging was done by so and so and everything. For me, it's the rig, the model and everything, and the rigging is all pretty much mostly done in the Vroid. And you can make dark skin models without too much issue. with maybe the exception of hair. Hair may be a bit tricky because most of the hair is more like this kind of hair and stuff. I don't really know how. Hair would probably be pretty cool, pretty difficult to be done. But everything else you could probably make, you know, within reason. You can make a black V3 model in Vroid. It's good thing about the internet, you can be whatever. Exactly. That is nice. That is nice as well. So you can like, you know, I've met so many different like VTubers and everything using all kinds of like different software and all that, and it's especially because prior to beginning streaming, I didn't know a whole lot about like the software and the technology and everything. So it's very interesting as well. It's very okay, it's not letting me go to the stuff. I guess it depends on I've seen someone else back there. Yeah, it is, like I said, it is doable. It's just in the base Vroid, it's gonna be a little bit trickier. My colors mix of hazel and I guess blue. Even though neither of my parents are hazel eyes. That's the weird thing with genetics as well, is with the with all of that. It's kind of cool though, but it is very very interesting as well. Night Ford. Alright, good night, Ford. Rest well, okay? Your parents never had high signs, like your parents' ancestors don't show up with you. Yeah, that's the thing as well, like, genetics are a weird thing. I definitely do not know nearly enough about that. Like, most of my knowledge is in, like, mechanical engineering stuff, so, genetics are definitely not in my wheelhouse. But it is still really cool though. Alright, I want 2 seat 5s. And where's the steering wheel? Steering wheel 3. There we go. The wooden one. Yes. 11 a.m. is early for me. Oh, wait, it's 11 a.m. for you? Cool. So you're like 12 hours other side of the world. Really nice. Sweet. As it's about 11 p.m. here. And it is, you know, it's not super late, but it is definitely getting closer to, you know, the getting closer to bedtime and everything. Getting closer to, you know, going to sleep. Should we put the bench seat in here? We're gonna put the bench seat in here. Oh wait, that's PM, I bet. Oh, okay, so you're East Coast gang. And then it's yeah, you're Mountain Time. Very nice. Alright, bench. Oh gosh, there is so many benches. Nah, I'm in hell. I don't know. Oh wait, it's YouTube. Sorry, I can't say. I mean, I am Marylander. We are home of the crabs, and pretty much nothing else. Yeah, YouTube's kind of strict. Although Hell probably isn't. Probably is one of the ones that is a bit more lax compared to the other stuff. Bench challenger, Hellcat. There is no good bench. I have a careful cursing, so I try to do friendly ones. Yeah, no, I definitely need to police my language quite a bit when I stream. Occasionally you'll hear a little bit under my breath or whatever, but I try. I try to keep it mostly chill and comfy and everything. But especially last night with the fight against Jet in Final Fantasy X. I was I was getting a little bit close to like actively like, you know, I was getting a little bit tilted. How long so humans really know how to manage? Yeah, it's it's less humans and more just like the cool, you know, regular humans doing human stuff. It isn't too bad, but it's yeah. Oh yeah, the bajillion bad storms in Illinois right now. Is it really? Are you guys really getting hit with that many storms? Oh, I mean, you know, hyperbole, but still, jeez. In Maryland right now, granted, it's finally beginning to rain. We've had some pretty bad droughts and everything now. Editors respect people and help others. Yeah, definitely. Like animals. I love animals. For me though, the thing that always kind of like calmed me down if I wanted to get away from people was like machines and stuff. Because I'm weird. Machines are mostly predictable. They do semi what you tell them to. Computers not as much, but you know, still. And computers are very there's still quite a bit there. Ah, we're not gonna put the bench in. It's for drag racing. I mean that swim through a lot. Oh wow. Do be safe, everyone. Then that is a lot of storms. Here up until recently, we've had drought and everything. So it's interesting hearing that many people getting that many storms. Also, since you're in Illinois, you must have heard about the Chicago NASCAR race. That was really cool too. Watching that, I was watching that a little bit over the past weekend. That was really fun actually. I was definitely wrong, because that was one of the ones I was a little bit more of a detractor of them doing it in Chicago, with it being, you know, mostly 90-degree turns. But no, I was wrong. That was actually a really fun race. I'm not gonna spoil it too much, but the end especially, like the last couple of laps were like really exciting. And it was really good stuff. I read about it, but I didn't see it. It was really solid. It was too wild here. Some houses blew up and some stuff. Okay. Oh wow. Ouch. I'm hoping everyone gets. Hoping everyone's okay. Will YouTube it? Yeah, I think NASCAR uploads most of this stuff on the YouTubes. Not too long afterwards, especially like the first like actual city street circuit race that they're doing. Like that's gotta be a you know, a really cool stuff. Oh, that's America. That's no more. I mean, it's still cool stuff. I love motorsport. I like NASCAR. All that stuff. It's nice. It's really interesting because I'm in a couple of Discord servers with some people, some other VTubers that are European, from like Italy and stuff, and they're super like into like American motorsport though. So as soon as you mention NASCAR, they're like, yes, I love it. Whereas I'm more of I love motorsport in general, but I especially like a lot more like the European style, like Formula One, you know, the endurance racing and everything like that. So it's weird that, you know, not necessarily weird, but it's just kind of funny, you know. You're like, you know, I'm an American who really likes like a lot of like European motorsport and keeps tabs on a lot of that stuff. And then you go to a, you know, the Discord server, you find someone else just randomly, they're Italian, they love NASCAR, and it's so cool. Okay, two of you. Okay. Yes. Merlin plates. Because the GMA bodies, they were assembled in the Baltimore plant. At least some of them were. Gotta have a little bit of that Maryland pride. Alright, let's take it to the paint shop. This thing is gonna be nice. Alright, let's see what liveries we have first. Interesting. Alright. Oh, C's changed the camera. That one's kind of cool actually, right here. That one is very, very nice. What are the options we have? Oh, and then the stripes. Smoking fires all the way to Kentucky, I think because of the Canadian forest fires. Yeah, we had a little bit of an air quality advisory as well here in Maryland. And I know in Pittsburgh. It was very, very difficult, very hard to see. Like there was visibility issues. So yeah, for the people in New York right now. Yes, very much so. I do hope they're able to get things. I hope they're able to get things sorted. Rip to the people in Canada too. Oh my word, that's gotta be. That's gotta be quite difficult, kind of dealing with and living with and everything. That is nice though. There we go. Alright, let's move the vehicle. Let's move it to the no oil and engine. Whoopsie-daisies. Don't ignore that. Ignore that. No oil in the engine. Well, now there is going to be oil in the engine. There we go. That's better. Now I can move this to the dyno. Oh boy, and this thing. How much power? Woo! Almost 1,000 horsepower. Well over 1,000 pounds of torque. Oh my word. Okay. Okay, we can tune. Oh, we can we can put on that Fast and the Furious transmission here. We can put on that Fast and the Furious transmission. Oh my word. Okay. And then finally, there we go. While crossing island, I only voted Malo because that was my last enough miles to get. And the only village that looks good. My free plot wasn't auto. Ah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I was hoping. I know. With the like with my wife, she plays Animal Crossing as well, and she's always trying to get like different villagers and everything, and like trying to get the. Right now, she's trying to get to the 5-star island as well, and it's always fun kind of seeing her, seeing her play it. Oh, she's catching all the fish and everything. It's so adorable. All right, where do we want to go? Where is the drag strip? Where is the drag strip? There's a test track. Where's the drag strip? Here's the racetrack. I think the test track is the drag strip. I'm trying to remember where exactly everything is. Speed track? I think it's a speed track actually. Yeah, so I want to test this thing's top speed. I want to see how fast we can get this thing to go. Oh man, this is going to be terrifying. the speed it launched. We can go for 200. It's got so much power, but it's got, okay. Wow. It's got so much power, but it's got the aerodynamics of a brick. And we rolled it. Oh man. You can hear the supercharger whining even like this. Oh my word. Oh my word. Oh man. That's great. Oh. Oh. This is Canadian French typing, and I'm crossing people in not Canadian English. I'd imagine with the Canadian English, it'd probably be the same as the British English with a lot of the spellings and everything. I'd probably check to see if there's like Australian English as well, or like New Zealander English, because I imagine both of those would be under like the English traditional versus the English American. Oh my word, though, this is. Oh, that was great. That was so much speed. Oh, we can actually put the bench in. Okay, give me a second. Bench. Bench Hellcat. There you are. Let's put this in real quick. I don't want to sit in you. I don't want to sit in you. Just give me a second. Interior. Nope. There we go. Interior assemble. There we go. Now I can put the bench in. Now it's fully restored. Yeah, now we're gonna get a little bit more value out of that. I want somebody to say, I'm gonna ask my friend. Okay. Ask my friend. Ooh. They've heard of Wales. Wales, the Welsh. Very, very cool. Couple of different content creators are from Wales as well. One of my buddies is from Wales as well. Really cool country. Very, very nice. I definitely want to visit a lot of the countries on like the British Isles and everything. It'd be really cool to kind of do like a not necessarily month long, but kind of like multi-week long trip kind of around the area and everything. See some of the sights. Maybe watch some races and everything. That'd be fun. What are you gonna say they do because the animal? Well, that's why you gotta specify it or write it out as opposed to just asking them phonetically. There we go. Yeah, we got a lot of money on that one. We didn't take a picture. Well, that's my mistake. That's my mistake. That's my mistake. That's fine. I think I'm gonna do first things first. We're gonna head out. We're gonna go to a barn. I'm gonna go to a barn. We're gonna go to this barn. And we're gonna see what kind of cars you can find there first. And then we're gonna do one more restoration of basically, we're gonna do a, I'm gonna kind of turn it into a street cruiser type vehicle. Yep, take all the junk. Looks like a squad has a dragon. It does have a dragon. That is the like flags like that are super cool. That's why I really like the Maryland flag as well, because the Maryland flag, it's got so many cool colors on it and everything. Like it's a very, very, very awesome flag. Like what other flag can you consistently, you know, put on like other designs and other details and everything, and have it look awesome? Not too many. Also, I see a certain vehicle, and that is nice. If you're not familiar with this, this is a Bentley. This is an old Bentley, basically limousine, just chilling in this garage. So that's gonna be expensive, but that is okay because we're gonna want that. I wonder if that's the only car here. That may be the only car. Oh no, there is a second car. Okay, so we have, oh my gosh, she had some seriously cool European cars here. He's got this Porsche. Never heard or seen a British woman. Ouch. It's they're not all like the stereotype to be. British women. Some of them are quite nice. Oh my gosh. Overview mode. Yeah, that is. So this one we're gonna fully tune because we've already done a regular restoration. We're gonna fully tune this as well. We're gonna put that in our parking. And then this one, the Bentley. Go back. All right, awesome. Sounds good. Oh gosh, this thing. Not as expensive as I thought it would be. Okay. Nice. This though, yeah, I'm gonna buy this. I'm gonna put it in the garage. I'm gonna buy these parts as well. $8,000 for those parts. Some of those we could probably repair. We need to level up some more though. We need to level up so much more. Oh my gosh, so much more. Alright, let me just do one thing real quick. Alright, I'm back. Sorry. Had to check something real quick. Alright, so we could restore the street cruiser, which is a good option. Or we could go with the Bentley. This piece is colorblind. I didn't know that. Interesting. I mean, being colorblind isn't super debilitating. One of my friends is colorblind, and for the most part, you know, he does normal things. He's still able to drive and everything. It's just traffic lights, green traffic lights are blue to him. But other than that, he's, you know, perfectly fine. Oh, this is gonna be an interesting one, though. Time to go pick up pizza. Oh, nice pizza. Pizza's so good. I love the chorizo, jalapeno, and pineapple on the pizza. That is always so good. But it's funny. It's kind of funny seeing what, like, you know, Italians think of like American pizza as well, because it's on the one Discord server. It's one Canadian person and then myself with the kind of, you know, North American crowd, and we're like, hey, I made a buffalo chicken pizza, or hey, I'm putting pineapple on pizza, and like a bunch of the Italians are like, no! Ah! Why have you done this? What have you brought upon us, accursed land? And it is hilarious. But I mean, it's tasty. Food tasty. Food should be tasty. If it's tasty, it's good. Doesn't have to be traditional. Just make it tasty. All right, let's move this. Let's move this to the lifter. All right. I want to ask you guys, which one should we actually restore? Should I restore the road cruiser or should we restore the Bentley? Because both of them are really, really cool classic cars and everything. This one is... what's the thing? I had pasta with bacon, mushrooms, seafood, and spinach. The one on the right. Alright, cool. We're doing the Bentley. We're doing the Bentley. This one's cool. Because this was one of the licensed vehicles in the game. The other one is a fictional vehicle. Both of them are still really, really awesome though. Oh, nice. With the exception of the mushrooms, that sounds really, really good. Unfortunately, mushrooms just don't do it for me. But everything else sounds really, really good though. Oh my gosh, this thing is in rough shape. It's in rough shape. We don't quite have enough levels yet. Wish you can eat ramen there. I mean, if the ramen doesn't have mushrooms, I'm usually pretty good. I've had ramen that doesn't have that in it, and it's tasty. But yeah, no, ramen that has mushrooms though. I don't quite like. But the other stuff though, other types of stuff, the ramen and everything, that's good. That's what I'm gonna actually do in Japan. Oh, okay, then probably not then. Yeah, that's... Oh, where are you? Fuel pump. There we go. Let's at least get this put back on the vehicle real quick. Is Bing Bing and Dan Dan Do. Oh, nice. Dan 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 Dan. Oh yeah, no, I've had. Granted, it's, you know, from an American store. I mean, Japanese owned, but like, you know, I guess slightly modified for American taste. And I've had ramen there, but I've never been to Japan. I wonder what it's like in Japan. It'd be kind of cool to visit. There's so many countries, especially now that, like, you know, I have a job that that actually, you know, allows me to leave the country without massive amounts of paperwork. I'd love to visit a whole bunch of different countries. It'd be really, really fun. All right, let's get this in here. This one we're not going to do performance tune on just yet. This one's going to be a standard one, but it's still going to be very, very nice. All right, let's get all of this stuff repaired. And then we can sell a bunch of it. There we go. Yeah, something called wood ear. What is wood ear? I never heard of that. There we go. We made some profits. Open the case. We can get them without mushrooms, so it's good. Nice. Yeah, no, for the most part, I'm not super picky. But mushrooms are definitely one of the few things that I very I'm not a big fan of. Other stuff though, like I've never met a meat that I didn't like. Meat does taste good. And I've had pretty much everything from, you know, deer to alligator to had cow tongue before. Cow tongue's actually not that bad, and there's like a slow cooker, like with barbecue and everything. And it gives these sauce. That's unfortunate. But I mean, they have been doing well, so it may just be, you know, a minor setback. They'll be back again, probably, since this is the summer season. You have to is in Japan. It's hard to say. I do not want this in the food yet. This no, specifically what is in a food and it's in Japanese that you are allergic to X food. Ah, okay, gotcha. Not that complicated though. 83-90 against Utah Jazz. That's not too. It's not too bad. It's minor deficit, but it could definitely be worse. Definitely worse. You know, it's just out of curiosity, Dachiku, have you been to Japan? I've never been. I kind of want to go. There's a lot of places I want to kind of see. Especially like I want to go to I want to go to a Japanese baseball game. Just because I know my wife would love it. But I also want to go watch some Japanese racing as well. I like Super GT or Super Formula and stuff. And then I also want to go. What's the one place called in Osaka? With all like the neon billboards and everything. That I want to go there. It's basically like Osaka's version of Akihabara. I wanna do that. That sounds like so much fun. Move that back. That's out of the way now. This all needs to get out of the way. There we go. Oh right, we need inventory. Okay, so it's T series, not that type of T series though. 225, 75, or 15. That's not too bad. Got it. My last mention's not short. Oh, no, sorry. That concludes the Salt Lake City Summer League. That's a very short league. It seems like it just started like not that long ago, and it's complete now. That's strange. So now is the season completely over, or what happens? What happens now? Because that's got to be that's very short. You think they'd have a little bit more time to kind of get the, you know, allow the rookies, you know, a little bit more training and everything. And not that one, the one after that. Oh, that one didn't show up. Give me 1 second. Okay, yeah, that's weird. You even censored it as well, but it didn't show up to me. Give me a sec. I can see it now. Yeah, it could have been the 40 points from April against the Lakers. Ouch. Yeah. That's we. I mean, I guess that makes sense why that one didn't show up. They're starting the NBA 2K24 league in a couple days. Oh, nice. So basketball is almost like a year-round sport, or pretty close to that then. Nice. Or at the very least, you know, it does go for much longer. 2 sides 15. There we go. Because we're gonna do like a regular full restoration on this, because this is, I mean, it's basically a limousine. We're restoring a limousine, and I want this. It's gonna be a very beautiful Bentley. Yes. All right, come on, get out of there. Oop. Come on, balance the rim already. Please. There we go. While we're waiting for that, we can at least begin getting you. All right, that is also Bravo. Okay. So let's go up here. Shock, 2 rear shock absorber bees. Spring, 2 rear springs. Bushings, 2 rubber bushings. There we go. Message, okay. The one didn't go through, but that was because for some reason, even though he censored it, the YouTube catch the censored curse, which is kind of silly. It's weird, but c'est la vie. And the Grizzlies have at least 4 games in the league. Nice. Very, very cool. So hopefully they do well in that league. There's a lot of leagues. I just realized for like basketball and everything. Very cool. I didn't really know too much about basketball because, well, I mean, Maryland doesn't really have a team. Maryland's mostly a football and baseball state with the occasional. Why is... Oh, that's because that was a front shock absorber B that I bought. Of course. That makes sense. But no, I mean, it's still really, really cool. Kind of learning about like the different, like the NBA and everything. Very, very awesome. Ooh. All right, let's get this on here. Try to get as much of this put together as possible. But you know, YouTube is annoyingly censorious sometimes. Not the biggest fan of that. Like, we are all adults here. I marked it, you know, not for kids and everything. But even then, YouTube is very, very strict with regards to like curses and everything, which is strange. But oh well. YouTube be weird. Let's get this on here. Alright, what else am I missing? I'm missing something. That's already on there. Wait, we're gonna need brakes. And we're gonna need to take this rim off. There we go. Brakes. 2 brake discs. And we're gonna need 2 brake pads because those are all non-serviceable components. Oop, take this, put this on. I'm gonna need one cylinder as well. That's fine. Nice. This thing is gonna look super nice. Really. Very dapper. Very. Nope, we don't want that just yet. We need the caliper cylinder. There we go. Ooh. Yes. Perfect. All right. Now let's get the engine out of there. The restorations for these vehicles is much more There's a lot more to that. A lot more to them. Whoa. 1 second. Yeah, I don't want this. Because everything kind of froze and everything slowly desynced. There we go. That's better now. Alright, so I need to get the transmission out of there. And I need to get the, what's the starter? Oh, starter isn't even in there. Cool. Nice. That's exactly what we want. And we may as well remove this front exhaust section too, and then everything else can come out. Nice. Right, this needs to be down on the ground. Alright, there we go. Pull out that engine. Nope. There we go. Oh, this thing is in a rough shape. Super rough shape. That's fine. We're gonna get the engine rebuilt and put back in the vehicle, and then we'll continue the restoration next stream as well. We're gonna at least get this partially restored. There we go. Oh my gosh, there's so many So many belts, so many pulleys, so many accessories. This is British engineering at its finest. You gotta love the Brits. Oh, okay. Oh, there's. Come on, let me remove the air filter that's just floating in space. Oh my gosh, there is so much. There is so much. We've got the throttle way up here. Massive, super long. Super long mess. We're missing a cap. We're missing so much stuff here. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. So many bolts. They wanted to make sure that this is indeed on. Wow. Alright, this one's a weird one. This one is a very weird engine. But this is still kinda cool. At least we don't need so many rocket arms that everything is broken. At least with this. At least with this, you know, it's a little bit simpler here in the valve train, ever so slightly. Alright, let's go over to this side. Yeah, this is... It's gonna need a lot of work. That's alright. That is okay. We'll get this engine all restored, put back in the vehicle, and then we'll finish up the restoration next stream. I think this month will be Car Mechanic Simulator. I think we'll alternate between the months between Car Mechanic Simulator and Enthusia. So I definitely want to kind of a mix between the two. And do a little bit more of this as well. This is fun. This is always fun. Oop. Yes. Okay. Now let's back out of here. Let's get the engine rotated just a little bit. We can begin removing all the timing stuff. We can begin removing the lower, all the lower end stuff as well. The pistons. Yeah, this is very, very nice. Camshaft T series. It's funny. The British car is a T series, and now we have the Indian YouTube channel T series as well. Very, very funny. Anyway, let's get this all put in there. There we go. Oop. Let's get this out of here. There we go. Oh wait, we can remove them this way. Oh my gosh, we can literally remove them from this side instead. Oh, that makes it so much easier. That makes it so much easier. We don't need to rotate the engine. Oh my gosh, that's brilliant. Alright, one thing broke, that's fine. Yeah, we're restoring all the parts. There we go. Boop-a-doop. Get that engine block going there. There we go. Alright, we're gonna need a crankshaft. And look at that, we have most of the parts right here. Camshaft, crankshaft, there we go. We're also gonna need a camshaft as well. We can literally just do this with some of the parts. Downside is we're gonna need piston with conrod though. And this is going to be 8, and we're going to need 8 of you. There we go. This is gonna be nice though when it's fully built. Get a nice luxurious car back out onto the road. Let's sell it to someone who's gonna, you know, be chauffeured around, be, you know, very nice, luxurious. The car is not gonna be sitting in a garage. It's gonna be, you know, owned by some very wealthy individual who is gonna be, you know, hopefully take care of it. And if not, that'll probably very likely end up back in our hands. Yes, but it is still nice getting these vehicles built. Oh, this is so cool though. Alright, I think we're good. I think only one... Oh no, we're good. We did get every crankshaft bearing cap. So that's good. And we only need one rod cap. Only need one rod cap. Sweet. There we go. Get that oil pan on there. Alright, let's rotate you. Get rotated. Alright. Oh gosh. Engine head B is good. Let's make sure we get this all nice put together. There we go. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Everything else though is yeah, we need an engine head A. Okay, that's fine. Let's try to get as many of the T series stuff on as possible. And purchase as well if we need to. There we go. Alright, we're gonna need 2 exhaust manifolds for the T series. There we go. Oh, 2. One on this side. And then one on the other side as well. There we go. Yeah, engine's actually coming along pretty quickly when you can when you can restore it like this and you can only purchase like the T series stuff. Okay, that cam gear is gonna be a little bit of a pain, but that's fine. The random round air filter. Of course. That's just floating there. That's just floating there. Nothing's holding it up. Ah, gosh. Okay. Alright, cam gear. V8. Overhead valve. We need you. And we need... 1 second. Sorry about that, had to sneeze. We also need a timing chain V8 overhead valve. There we go. The water pump on there. Timing cover on there. All good. Alright, go back to T series. Get that alternator bracket on there. Yeah, there's a lot of specialized, a lot of unique parts on the T series. Thankfully, we managed to repair out quite a bit of them, which is good. There we go. So many parts. Get the throttle on there. There we go. Air filter pipe as well. Nice. All right, intakes all put together. All right. Oh, good. Okay, valve push rod. That's a specialized T series part. We're gonna need 16 of you. Yep. And where's the rocket arms? We're gonna need only 2 of you because they are a unit. They operate in a unit, so that should be good. There we go. Get as many of these T-Series specific parts on there as possible before we go for the hyper generic stuff. Yes. Yes. There we go. Get the rocket arms on there. Oh wait, one of those we did manage to restore. Oh well. Only lose out ever so slightly in terms of money. We'll still be making quite a bit from this restoration. This beautiful, luxurious limousine. Very cool car. The Bentley is owned by the Germans now. Actually, there's very few actual like British car manufacturers left. Like most of them are owned by other non-British manufacturers, like Aston Martin, Jaguar, and Land Rover are all owned by Tata, which is an Indian car company. Bentley is owned by Volkswagen, I believe, or BMW, one of the two. They're owned by the Germans. Mini is owned by BMW. Lotus is owned by forget some Malaysian car company. But it's interesting, very interesting. I don't that if they're not owned by like a foreign manufacturer, they've either gone under like TBR or all of that stuff. Rippin' pepperoni. Ooh, how to roll a bracket. There we go. Yeah, all of that's gonna need to be replaced. None of that can be repaired. That's fine. Let's get all of this in at least. There we go. All right, let's get oil. We want this one and then ignition. And where are you? We want an ignition distributor. And we'll have to see what the condition of everything else is. I know the wires will need to be replaced, but we'll have to see what was able to be fixed. And then we're also going to need one clip D. So let's get that on there as well. There we go. And yes, don't want to forget about that. Of course, there's no ignition wires. Where are you? There you are. There you are. Nice. Alright, let's get the fuel filter in. And then we begin working on the front accessories. And then this engine will be ready to go back inside of the body. Then we can begin getting the front suspension all done, body, interior, paint, and it should be nice. Alright, we need a water pump pulley, and we need a crankshaft pulley, V8 override valve, and idle roll. Alright, there we go. Oop. We're gonna want you. you. There we go. All right, whole bunch of belts. T-Series. We're gonna want you, and we're gonna want you. There we go. Both of those need to go in. And what am I missing? Oh, the fan. Good, the fan is in good shape. We managed to restore the fan. Awesome. I think that's everything here. This is a cool engine. All right. Place it in there. All right. We're gonna take the radiator out. We're gonna take the battery out. Battery can't be repaired. These other two things, I think, brake servo is gonna be kind of iffy as well. Okay, good. We can repair both of them, and then we can get the battery. There we go. Perfect. Now everything in the engine bay is all good to go. Yes, there we go. Nice. Now we can raise the vehicle up, get the front suspension all nice and put together. We can get the transmission and gearbox stuff on there as well. Yes. Rust. In my Bentley? Outrageous. Welcome, Gabriel. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, no, it is very, very rough, this car. But that is okay. That is okay. We are getting this all nice and restored. It's gonna be a beautiful Bentley by the time we're done with it. I think we're gonna keep it the kind of darker colored paint though. Because I mean it's a luxurious, you know, limousine basically. Why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you, you know, keep it a nice darker color? Okay, so we're gonna need one rear muffler, one middle muffler, and then the T-Series. Cool. Middle muffler, rear muffler. Where are you? Literally right on it. And then we're gonna need something from the exhaust. There we go. Oop. This thing is gonna be all nice put together. That is the roundest transmission I've ever seen. It is a little bit bubbly. It's got lots of little bubbles on it and everything. Yeah, it looks a little bit weird. Let's get a shaft. We probably should have been a little bit more specific as to what kind of shaft we want. But yeah, no, this is it is the T-Series transmission. It looks weird. It's British. Of course it's gonna look weird. Alright. That's no items to work with. Okay, but we can that's at least accessible here. You didn't see that. Freudian slip. Freudian slip. I totally didn't accidentally begin typing Charter V8. Nope. Not one bit. Not one bit. Okay, so that's all good. Inventory. You can go, and we're gonna be selling all these parts. Yeah. There we go. Nice. Alright, now front suspension, then interior, and then body. And then finally paint. And this is gonna be so nice. This thing when it's fully restored. Nope. Yes. Wrong with the hub. Get out of there, please. Beautiful. Alright, upper. Right, this is a double wishbone. So that's fairly standard stuff. We can get this all nice and put together, put it and repaired and restored. 1 second. Sorry about that. I had a tickle in my throat. And it took away my throat. And also my voice just absolutely decided to no longer be cooperative. I had to kind of clear my throat enough. Get a drink of water. We're gonna get this all nice and restored. This thing is absolutely beautiful though. I'm glad we found this in the barn finds. If I found too many sporty vehicles in the barn finds, it must have been either like, you know, kind of classic American cars, or you know, classic European stuff. We did find another Porsche though after restoring the previous one. So that one we're gonna be doing a full tune, full upgrades, seeing how much power we can make out of it, and seeing just exactly what we can do with it. So it'll be a fun one. That'll be a very fun one to test the performance of. Put on the racing slicks. Really upgrade it. Maybe even take it around the test course. Just breaks with the bush one. Those guys knew it was up. Oh yeah, no. Look, suspension systems are one of the Brits' strong suits. If you want to get absolutely blown away, you should look up the earlier Jaguar independent rear suspension. It had inboard rear disc brakes, and it had rear independent rear suspension, and it was really good. Like, oh my gosh, it was so good. All right, we're going to need 12 bushings. At least I'm getting familiar with the suspension here. Sway B for double wishbone. 2 of you. 2 wheel hub bearings. 2 wheel hub caps. Brakes, we're going to need 2 brake disc ventilateds. 2 brake pads. Tie rod. 2 inner. 2 outer. And then everything else would be if we did or didn't manage to repair the stuff, which is kind of always just a little bit on the pretty much just down to luck. And the random numbers. Oh, right. We also need to get those 2 fronts shock assemblies. So give me 1 second. 2 of you. 2 of you. Oh, and of course the wheel and tires. Right. 1 second. We need to purchase those too. Inventory. 225, 75, R15. Okay, so exact same as the previous ones. Cool. 2 size 15. 225. Profile 75, yeah. Those inner brakes look awesome. Oh yeah, no, it is super cool. What's even cooler is since it's a modular component, oftentimes you'll see them. You sometimes see them being used in like hot rodding and everything, which is really cool. Boop boop boop. Welcome back, Adachiku. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, no. Oh my gosh, the Jaguar independent rear suspension is was at the time it was a technological marvel. It was really cool what all could be done with it. And it was, you know, that was created, you know, back during like the mid to late 50s, early 60s. First image that showed up was a tee-up for the Jaguar suspension. Exactly, those things, they are cool. They are so cool. Like, oh my gosh, granted. They do have a couple of downsides though. They're really awesome, but they do have a couple of downsides that if you do get a vehicle with the Jaguar independent rear suspension, you should know about. One, the heat from the brakes, especially if you do if you do more sporty driving, can cause premature failing of the rubber seals in the rear differential. so always watch out for that. You also do want to be a bit careful. You do when you do need to replace the brakes, because brakes are wear components. You do also need to remove the axles, which does take quite a bit of time. So you should be prepared to do that as well, because otherwise it is a very intensive process of replacing the brakes on the Jaguar independent rear suspension. So those are the two big issues. But you do get better performance out of that compared to traditional rear suspension stuff, because you have a lower unsprung mass, because the brakes are now sprung. They're no longer at the wheel, as well as you move the weight closer to the center of the vehicle as well, which also improves handling, which is very, very nice. But it does come with some minor downsides that you do need to be careful about. One of my buddies back in high school, he had a Jaguar, because his family was quite wealthy, and it had the independent rear suspension, and the number of times we've had to take that apart, because he did some very, very spirited driving in it, shall we say. Definitely it kind of ingrained the pros and cons a little bit into my mind. We want this. There we go. There we go. Come on. Boop, boop. Alright, awesome. Now we just have interior, exterior, and paint. Perfect. Sweet. Alright, while we're waiting, let's go back down to here. Interior shop. Best wheel to stay off, but it's a Jaguar. Oh yeah, like a Jaguar E-Type. That'd be nice. That'd be really, really cool. Granted, the Ferrari the Ferrari in it is, you know, an absolutely gorgeous car as well. I mean, but just in general, the are you really? Fine, we'll do that instead. You had to make it difficult? We're gonna make it difficult back then. Game. Oh, wait a sec. It's right-hand drive. Oh, that is so cool. It actually... so this is a British market version of the car. And you and your friend driving the family Jaguar. Oh, that. Yeah, no. That was actually his. Like I said, family was very, very wealthy. So that was his car. His dad drove a Beamer. But no, it's, you know, nice guy and everything though, super chill, very down to earth, which is really cool, because he's basically like, hey, I'm gonna do something stupid, you're gonna come with me, we're gonna have fun. And it was great. He's now living up in like New York. He's an engineer up there, and very cool. I gotta visit him sometime. I need to beat Super Mario Galaxy. Oh yeah, the first Super Mario Galaxy. Very cool. I quite like it. I've not played the second one though. I've heard the second one is a bit more mixed compared to the first one. But the first one is very fun. All right. Yeah, we don't want the Zephyr K series stuff. Assemble mode. There we go. I think if possible, we should probably put on European plates on this vehicle. I think that would be useful. How do I switch in here to finish it? It is a fairly long game for a Mario game as well. Like there's quite a bit in it if you're going for like 100% completion. Like it does take a little while. Oh? Oh, right, there's only one mirror because it's an older vehicle. Right. There we go. Boop. And then finally, let's get plates in here. Plates. Awesome America 8 Deluxe Booster Quest Pass. Wave 5 got announced today. Oh, sweet. What all tracks did they add? Colorado. Is there an English like England? Dubai could be a bit an interesting one. Is France? Is UK all the way down here then? Turkey, Texas. Standard. Surely they've got to have a British plate, right? They have Moldova. They have to have. They've got to have, you know, the United Kingdom or some sort of British plate, right? Great Britain. There we go. What should the plate read? It is a Bentley. It is a T series. Yes. Just the perfect amount of trashiness. the perfect amount of trashiness for a luxury car. Alright, let's move the vehicle over to the paint shop. Let's get this all nice and painted up. Yeah, I haven't seen what the Oh, there's no livery options for it. I haven't seen what we can maybe do something like that. Yeah. Daisy Cruise on Double Dash, nice. Moonville Hideaway and Cooper Cape from Wii. So Wilds, Los Angeles Laps and Previously from Tour, and a bathroom track. Okay, that sounds interesting. I wonder. You go. It's almost like you're racing like the Mario Kart like RC cars in someone's bathroom. That's cool. That is very cool, actually. Very nice. Oh my word, this is beautiful though. Move to the garage entrance. Okay, this is. I probably could have gone a little bit darker on the green. That is very, very solid. Yeah. There we go. Also Athens Dash and Tour. That is a lot of tracks. Very, very cool. I'm not the biggest fan of the tour tracks though, because I don't know how I feel about there being like real cities and everything in the double body definition. Well, what's low? Oh, the front window and the rear window. Well, we're gonna replace that. There we go. That's better. Now it's all at 100%. But yeah, the real world circuits, I don't necessarily know how I'm a fan of. But all the other circuits though, I definitely quite like. Alright, let's sell this. Yes. Very, very nice. And of course, inventory, we can begin selling all this stuff. Oop. Boop. Boop. Press L the city tracks. They do something really cool with them. It changes every lap. That is true. That is a really cool feature though. And I do like that because it also allows you to potentially kind of like mess up the leader's race if you're really far behind at the crossovers and everything. Or, you know, it does add that extra strategic layer, which is cool. So I can't fault them too much. And the tracks themselves are very pretty. So, okay, GG on that part. GG on that part. We're gonna go to the barn real quick. I'm gonna see if we can't find some more vehicles to add to our collection to eventually restore. But after that, we'll probably be ending the stream because it is past midnight here. I'm beyond excited for the Daisy Cruiser because it's my favorite track from Double Dash. My favorite retro track from Step. Okay, Daisy Cruiser is really cool. I wonder if they'll be what all they'll be doing for the Daisy Cruiser as well, like with the, you know, any updates or anything like that. That'll be cool. Get a whole bunch of random car parts. Get all this. Nothing here. I don't want to spoil myself just yet. This is a much smaller one. Also, Daisy's one of my favorite Mario characters. Yeah, I saw that on the Discord and everything. She is a great character. She's got a lot of personality and everything, which I definitely like. Oh. Well, we already have one of these. We already did one of these. That's disappointing. We already did one of those. All right, let's go to a different garage because different barn because that's kind of sad. That is very sad. We already had one of those. Let's go to this barn instead. Yeah. But no, Daisy is a great character. Rosalina is my favorite of the princesses. But Daisy is a good character as well. Oh my god, I need to get early in the morning. Alright, take care, midnight. We'll probably be ending the stream really shortly too. I just want to get a couple more vehicles for potentially restore on stream and stuff. Because I like working on the cars. Is this the same exact car? Are you kidding me? Bro, everybody's got a drag. Everybody's got an A body that they used to drag race apparently. All right, we at least have the Willys Jeep though. This is a cool car. The Willys Jeep, yes. Not a whole lot of power in the engine, but this could be a very fun car. Let's buy the Willys Jeep, put it in a parking. And I saw a Corvette-esque vehicle. So let's get this as well. Oh, this is a drag vet. So yes, please. Yeah, this one gonna be fully tuning. All right, and we're gonna go to one more barn as well. One more barn. Buy parts as well. There we go. Got a whole bunch of parts. That convertible Corvette. What a madman. Yeah, if it flips, you were basically dead, but still really cool. All right, we're gonna go to one more. Let's go to you. Yeah. I mean, we have so many maps as well to add more stuff back to the main map, so we will be fine. Yes, please. Yes, please. I will get to that in a second. That is exactly what I wanted. Someone has an old hot rod. That is exactly what I wanted. Oh yeah. This one, it doesn't have a big size, but it does have this cool car here. The Smith & Parker Roadster. Yes, an actual hot rod. Yes. Of course. Come on, we got an actual hot rod now. That could be a very, very fun one. And of course, gonna buy the parts. All right, so now we're just gonna restore all the parts, sell the parts for a nice tidy profit, and then we're gonna end the stream after that. So many cool cars though. So much nice stuff. So many things to repair here. But it'll allow us to sell them for quite a bit of money. There we go. Nice inventory. Let's open the case as well. We get a couple extra fun parts. Boom, boom, boom. Loot boxes, but you get them for pretty much nothing. So I mean, it doesn't matter too much. Let's open this case as well. Yes. Got a rim. And if only assembling car parts, just a click of a button. Welcome to the stream, Kinetic Rhyme. I do apologize. We're literally just about to end the stream, so I am so sorry. We had restored a whole bunch of vehicles on stream. Well, let's at least get the other vehicle that we will be restoring next stream. I think next stream we should also get the Smith & Parker Roadster out here as well. We'll be restoring these two vehicles next stream. But this is nice. Anyway, with that being said, I am probably gonna be ending this stream here. Thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the stream, please leave a like, subscribe. Let me know what I'm doing well in the comments below. If you didn't like the stream, please let me know what I'm doing poorly so I can fix that in the future. That being said, I've been Isaac Umbras. Wherever you are in the world, whatever time it is for you, may it be a great time. All good. Thanks for being understanding, Kinetic Rhyme. I appreciate it. And I'll see you on the next stream, everybody. Bye-bye.